You know what might be my last chance to wear this jersey? We're talking the Myles Garrett trade. Monday, June 1st, the first day it could happen. We are saying goodbye to our franchise player. Drew, let's go to you first here. Did we get enough?
No. But a part of that is it's simply not possible to get enough for the strongest, fastest, toughest, quickest, the best NFL football player. There's simply no one close to the great Myles Garrett. It is very rare for to be in a professional sport and say everyone else looks average compared to that guy. That doesn't happen very often in life. And we were lucky enough to have that for 9 straight years, knowing that we had the best dude on the field every time 95 was out there. So it's simply not possible to get enough for someone like that. There are no combination of two or three or four players that you can get to replace Myles Garrett. He's simply the best that there is out there. That said, we did a little better than the Cowboys got for Micah Parsons, so like it's fine, but no, we didn't get enough.
The EST of the CLE. Miles is gone here. Eric, did the Browns get enough? What do you think?
I also don't think they did. Looking at the aforementioned Micah Parsons deal, two first rounders and Kenny Clark, Max Crosby deal, which later was reneged, also got two pair of first rounders. Um, Browns did not even get two first rounders. They got a first rounder and a former first round player. They got a second and a third. I was greedy. I would ask for three first rounders, try to get two and change. I think Myles Garrett is better than Micah Parsons and Max Crosby, who got those two hauls, I guess we could say. Two times defensive player of the year and the all-time sack king. 23 sacks in a year. So, a little disappointed there. I understand the reasoning behind it. They want that veteran guy on the roster, so we're not, kicking the can down the road and completely going young. But, I think Jared Verse is going to be a good option, but he's no Myles Garrett. So, having said all of that, yeah, didn't get enough. Not for the Browns.
Oh, and this is our season finale. We'll take a little break here, but what maybe a cliffhanger because I don't know how excited we're going to be for the in the
Mhm.
season finale. So that's our cliffhanger for this one. Let's move on to the next quarter. So that being said, changing expectations. We've seen a lot of Deshaun Watson highlights coming out of OTA stat trackers and social media clips. Miles no longer be a part of this defense. Eric, let's go back to you. What you changing expectations for that defense, for the team in general? What do you think here?
For the defense, yeah, obviously, I think it goes to the worst. How to quantify it, I can't say right now without any, anybody in pads and hitting. So hopefully it's not a huge step back. Hopefully, some of the other younger guys, Carson Schwarzenegger, can take another step forward. But overall, as a team, I was thinking around 7 wins heading into the year. I may be at 5 or 6. Obviously, that's subject to change. But I don't see this being a huge altering decision by the franchise where they're going to go instead of the AFC Championship game. They might not win their division. They're not near that portion of where they need to be as a franchise. Another thing is I could see a team like a Baltimore or Cincinnati come down with the last second victory, unfortunately, because we don't have that defense that can harass the opposing quarterback. So it's those type of moments I'm going to be a little concerned about, but I think it's only going to be a game or two. It's gonna be disappointing. It's gonna be a change, but overall I don't see a huge drop in win total for the Browns.
Drew, don't tell me there's a new last place.
No, I mean certainly the last place Pittsburgh Steelers are still very much in last place here on June 1st. But did it dramatically change? No. But with the excellent 2026 draft class that the team had, with a good new head coach, a new message. I was a Kevin Stefanski fan, but I think a new head coach, a new message, a new way of looking at things is going to be helpful for this with the easiest schedule in professional football and the great Myles Garrett, you could squint sort of just hard enough. You could put on your I Still Believe glasses, and you could find a way to talk yourself into this team come December and January, playing meaningful games with the potential to get one of these three wild card spots. That is not happening now. I'm sorry to burst bubbles here, but that's probably not going to happen. I don't think they're going to compete with the Cardinals and Dolphins for the best tank in 2026. But I think now you have to lower your expectations a little bit in terms of the number of wins you can pencil in on this team.
I still believe in Cleveland glasses. I got to think about that for this
Yeah,
August
there
here.
you go.
Let's
I'm
go
just
on.
get free marketing here, man.
Well, Myles definitely has a soft spot in our hearts. We'll continue to have a spot in our hearts. Drew, let's go to you. What is Myles' lasting legacy here?
He is the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Eric had that one in the chamber. I'm glad you went to me first. He is excellence personified, hands down the best defensive player of this generation, and it is not close at all. I alluded to it in the first segment here. The NFL is full of absolute freaks, just physical freaks. And Myles Garrett made those guys look like you and me. He made those guys look average. He was simply unblockable. You would have three huge, powerful, strong ass dudes trying to block one guy. It was comical to sort of watch it happen and just laugh to say like all of that to stop one man. You pull out the Thanos reference there. That's who he was. He was Thanos on the football field. His legacy is going to be the best defensive player of this generation, and absolutely no fan base can have any sort of claim to that. It is absolutely not even close.
No points for Thanos. Eric, what is Myles' lasting legacy here?
Yeah, he's definitely the excellence of execution. I will say that. But three things I think about: obviously, 23 sacks by Garrett in 2025. The only bright spot in another turmoil season. I remember Aaron Rodgers being skittish in the pocket as he tried to get the ball away quickly, so he couldn't get the sack record on
The
him.
Jeff Garcia reference?
Yes. So there's that. Second thing is politely putting Mason Rudolph's helmet back on. Got suspended. But ever since then, the fans to the East are always upset that he is much better than their guy, TJ Watt. And unfortunately, kind of another great player on a team that didn't win. Granted, he won a lot more than Joe Thomas won. They won a playoff game at the Ketchup Stadium. They lost another playoff game, but they still got to another wild card. But it kind of just goes how things ended. He was sick of the losing. He went on Radio Row, as we all know, but that doesn't take away from his legacy. He's still the best defensive player we've had, but just ended unfortunate.
So if we go to our last question here in the fourth quarter, so does Myles deserve a statue for his time here in Cleveland? Eric?
Well, I'll start by saying I'm not huge on, building statues. Having said that, I will give way to criteria for three things that are needed to be statue worthy: face of the franchise for over 5 years, Hall of Famer, and champion. Otto Graham, Paul Brown, Jim Brown all check those boxes. Now, you could argue Garrett getting two of the three or all three of the three, depending on how you want to define champion, being the best sack artist of all time, season leader. I could be, swayed that way. Myles and Joe are the only two I would consider to have statues for any Browns player since 1999. So again, I'm not a huge statue guy, but over at Ontario and Carnegie, they built one for Jim Thome, who left here to take some more money. And after saying that he would take the shirt would have to be ripped off from him. So if we can get a statue for him, I guess we can get a statue for Myles.
Oh, don't you talk trash about Jim Thome. Come on. I would take away points right now.
Take
Drew, let's go to
points.
you.
Give me a free touchdown here. Hell yes, he deserves a statue. Eric just hates fun. Just come out and say it. Yes, he deserves a statue. He's the greatest defensive player the team's ever had. Potentially the greatest player they've ever had, depending on how you want to look at it. He is the best player in the NFL. He was on this team for 9 years. He He did everything you could ask for, from the best player on the field. He was there all the time through thick and thin. Yes, he made a trade request, but you know what? He went out and played the next year with the Browns, and all he did was break the NFL sack record on a team that couldn't make teams throw the ball nearly enough. He should have had 30 sacks last year, if we're being honest with each other. Yes, he deserves a statue. When all is said and done, I suspect they will build him one at the new stadium. I like when his career is done, he will be the one smashing the guitars and raising the whatever they're gonna do there. It's gonna be Myles Garrett doing it because he is the best player that team has ever had. I genuinely believe that to be true.
Oh, we kindly said goodbye to LeBron when he went to LA because he won a title here. I don't know if it's going to be as wonderful of a homecoming. I was tempted a bit of will we see Miles next year going to a Cavs game? Maybe too soon. But Drew, you are the winner. What should be the Monday or Tuesday Miles headline here?
Yeah, I'm going full water boy, Ryan. I'm sorry. Oh no, we suck again.
Oh, very nice. We will end the season here on a down note, but we'll be excited for the upcoming year. Shedeur Sanders, he is going to be a 2-time Pro Bowler.
Hope springs eternal.
Yes.
Go Browns.
Go
Go
Browns.
Cavs. We'll talk again soon.
Go Browns.
Oh no, we suck again. Very nice.